Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
I am so excited to see everyone on the screen right now. I get to see all my friends and all the students that are making a huge difference in our district. So it's so amazing to be here with all of you tonight. And I'm looking at Joseph.
All right, what's wrong?
Who's that?
Joseph Purcell.
Joseph, how are you?
Good.
Good. It's so nice to see you on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you. And so proud of everyone here tonight. So I just want to share a few words first. I want to thank all of our principals. I want to thank everyone that's nominated our students for being on the screen tonight. And I want to thank our families and our friends that are here to celebrate Pittsford Pride tonight. But most importantly, I need to say I am so thankful and so proud of our students that are on tonight because you're here because you're making our world a better place. And you're being celebrated by the Board of Education because you're a real special person. That means that you do everything that you can to make the Pittsford schools a better place. And that's a really important thing, and it's so appreciated. And because you're here tonight, we want to really celebrate you and thank you and everyone that's on the screen who's part of your lives to be with you for this special celebration. A couple announcements around the celebration. Our ceremony will also be broadcast on channel 1303 and will also be part of a podcast that will be on our district website. So you can go back and look at. To put things in perspective of how special tonight is, we have 6,000 students in the Pittsford Central School District. So think about that. We have 6,000 students. And of the 6,000 students, only 27 will receive this award tonight. Does anyone want to give me a percentage? Does anyone want to take a stab at what percent 27 is out of 6,000? Okay, well, I don't have my calculator in front of me, but it's a really small percentage, which means you're extra special. So how this happened tonight, you're here tonight because we asked buildings, all 9 of our buildings, to seek out individuals that they felt exemplified citizenship. And then we asked them to tell us why. And then each building had a committee to look at all the people's names that were submitted and all of the reasons why they were submitted. And then that committee decided the one person from each building that should be recognized tonight. And those people are in front of us today. So it's a big deal. Beyond tonight's recognition, students will be recognized in a lot of other ways too, and I think that's important to note. And so students may be recognized by having their names on bulletin boards in the schools, or morning announcements, or emails sent out. Their names might be on a plaque. Their recipients may work with their principal, decide on a special privilege. They may get free time, they may get a parking pass, spirit wear. They may become class helpers. But beyond tonight, there's going to be something additional that you can look forward to. In keeping with tradition of our Pittsford Pride, any students that are in high school, parents are responsible for purchasing a car for Pittsford Pride recipients. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. So a couple process things. As each student's name is called, we will have. Actually, let me back up. So we're going to rotate, and our board president is going to start out by reading 3 different recipients, and we're going to do it one at a time, and we're just going to ask you to wave as we're reading about you at the beginning. And then Mrs. Thomas will turn it over to our vice president, Mr. Aresti. He'll read the next 3. You'll wave as we're reading so we can see that you're there. And then I will follow up with the last 3. And then when all is done, all 9 are read, we're going to give you a big round of applause together and give you a lot of Zoom love. So with that, need to just say congratulations, everyone, and we're going to get this started with our board president, Mrs. Thomas. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see everyone's face. Hi. So I have the pleasure of reading the first recipient, ANSON ARDIETO. ANSON, where are you? I see you. ANSON is a 12th grader, and he is at Mendon High School, and he was nominated by Miss LaBar. ANSON ARDIETO is awesome. I was lucky enough to be his teacher for 2 years in a row during his freshman and sophomore years at Mendon. ANSON always showed up to class ready to learn with a smile on his face. He often contributed to class discussions, asked questions, had great attendance, and always did his work. In addition to his academic accomplishments, ANSON was often quick to check in on his classmates and ask them how they were doing. ANSON always had a fun story to share with the class, whether it was something that occurred in the previous class period or a story from several years ago. I can recall many moments when he knew to check in on his peers, from a time when he had a classmate with a sick pet at home to another time when a different classmate was simply having a bad day. He always made an effort to let other people know that he was thinking about them. If you know ANSON, you know how passionate he is about his goals as a firefighter and first responder. ANSON, I know someone who's sitting here who might be able to help you. Mr. Rusty. A few years ago, ANSON was volunteering at an event at the Pittsford Fire Department. He invited a few of us to stop by and learn about the fire department. At the event, ANSON had a big group of young children circled around him, and he was teaching them how to use a hose to put out a fire. It was obvious that these kids were so appreciative of everything ANSON was teaching them. His passion and excitement for his future career is truly contagious. Now that ANSON is a senior, the only time I usually see him is in the hallway between bells. Even with a mask on, he's always smiling and asks me how my day is or how the school year is going. ANSON has such a positive impact on this community in so many different ways. He cares about others and makes the world a better place on a daily basis. ANSON is a great friend to his peers and a role model for all of us. Congratulations, ANSON.
Thank you, that means a lot.
Mr. Rusty, you better get on that. He's going to be hired. My next recipient is ALISON BALENO. And ALISON is a 5th grader at Thornell Road. Where are you, Allie? Hi. If you're looking for a Pittsford Pride candidate whose character embodies student citizenship, look no further than ALISON BALENO. Allie works hard each and every day, leads by example, is respectful, caring, kind, demonstrates integrity, and always has a smile on her face. Allie is an active member in the community, both inside and outside of school. She is the eternal optimist, putting others before herself and finding pleasure in selfless acts. Allie loves learning and allows her interest in all subjects to guide her in acquiring the best possible education. This ability to block out distractions is a primary contributor to her success both inside and outside the classroom. Allie is a respectful and caring student who goes out of her way to help peers if the need ever arises. She gladly helps explain math concepts to other students in the class and helps groups experience success when putting together projects, as seen in several class presentations. Allie always does everything with a big smile on her face. If someone is having a bad day, Allie will approach them asking what's wrong and if she can do anything to help. She recognizes that sometimes all a person needs is someone to listen, while other times it's best to share a funny story. Allie always keeps her work neat and organized, which helps her maximize points in math class, as well as modeling proper expectations to other students while working in group settings or volunteering her work for class critique. Allie is never satisfied with acceptable and always pushes to complete her work to the best of her ability. She is constantly challenging herself and looking for different ways to stretch her learning, whether this be mastering a new writing style or looking for alternative methods to solve a math problem. This inner drive models expected behavior for her classmates and proves that Allie is a leader by example. Allie's personality makes those around her feel comfortable and calm. The level of comfort that Allie helps establish in the classroom fosters the safe learning environment that we are consistently working so hard to achieve and maintain. If the class starts to get sidetracked, Allie has a knack for getting everyone back on course with a thoughtful or insightful question, regardless of the topic. I'll be so sorry when this year comes to an end. However, I'll do my best Allie impression and pass her on to the middle school with a smile on my face, knowing that she will continue to bring happiness and success to herself and all of those around her. Congratulations, Allie. Allie, I don't know if I mentioned that Mr. Shinta was the one who nominated you. So, Mr. Shinta, I know you're on tonight. Thanks for being here. And my third recipient is Robert Harrington. Robert, where are you? I don't see his.
Hi.
Hi. Wow, I like your tie.
Thank you.
Yes, you look dapper. So Robert is a fifth grader from Park Road Elementary School, and he was nominated by Mrs. Rojas and Dr. Balsamo. We're pleased to nominate Robert Harrington for the Pittsford Pride Award. Dr. Balsamo says, Robert has been an outstanding role model and student in the 6 years that I've known him. He's very empathetic. He displays a high level of caring, kindness, and practicing acceptance of all. He always has a positive attitude and is always willing to help his classmates and school. Ever since he was a young student, he's gone out of his way to say hi to me, ask questions, and just work to connect with other people to make them feel at ease. He's always shown a maturity in speaking to adults beyond his years. He's respectful, kind, and thoughtful. He has a wonderful sense of humor and brings a smile to students and adults. This year, he was one of our first fifth grade morning announcers and served as a frequent sub if peers were not available. On his announcing days, his humor would often have the main office in stitches. He truly was a bright start to our day on those mornings. On his second duty as announcer, he even convinced Dr. Balsamo to allow he and his partner to do the announcements in a British accent. Which I'm going to test you on that, Robert. I want to hear that. He pulled this off with aplomb and again had the main office laughing when he was done. Mrs. Rojas notes that Robert is also a Boy Scout and has served as one of the students who takes the flag down at the end of each day and has taught others how to perform this important role in a highly respectful way. In class, he routinely checks in with her and peers to say hi, ask them how they're doing, and see if they need any help. At recess, he is that student who works to ensure that all kids are included and goes out of his way to compliment peers and make them feel part of the group. Robert is a motivated student. He's exemplary in his own behavior and interactions and helping and leading both peers and younger students. He truly helps make us a better school community through his actions and his attitude. He is one of those students who brings a smile to your face when you see him and speak with him. And one leaves a conversation with Robert feeling brighter as you move on with your day. We are very proud to nominate Robert for Pittsford Pride. Congratulations, Robert. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Mr. Aresti, our Vice President, who's going to read the next 3 recipients.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Christopher Johnson, where are you?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Welcome. So Christopher is in 8th grade at CALKINS Road, and he was nominated by the Purple Team. The Purple Team is proud to nominate Christopher Johnson for Pittsford Pride because he exemplifies everything that the award stands and what an outstanding student he is. This award acknowledges outstanding citizenship, the bettering of the community around the recipient. During a school year that many would describe as challenging and in no way routine, Chris has always remained upbeat and happy in his classes. He has a wonderful sense of humor and is very welcoming to all in his classes. It is not uncommon for Chris to lead a classroom discussion in one moment and then lend a helping hand to a classmate in the next. Every day, Chris's teachers get to see his maximum effort and eagerness to learn and its positive impact on those around him. On a daily basis, Chris demonstrates his great sense of humor and positive attitude that is truly contagious. When he was out of the classroom recently, there was a noticeable void. His teachers and classmates missed his participation and leadership in the lessons discussions. He is a leader and a great contributor to the classroom. He is a self-starter and works incredibly well with his peers and individually, and shows a great maturity as a learner with his perseverance and follow-through. He is a great advocate, asks thoughtful questions, and is a positive presence in the learning environment. With the increased use of technology in class, Chris has been very helpful in problem-solving anything that comes up. He is always very willing to help his peers when they need assistance with computer issues to help keep things moving along. He demonstrates an excellent amount of patience and understanding with his classmates that goes beyond his age. Christopher Johnson is an outstanding student, classmate, and friend. He makes our community better through his words, actions, and presence. We are proud to nominate him for the Pittsford Pride Award. Congratulations, Christopher. Next up, Cody Judd. Where are you, Cody? Are you out there?
Hi.
Hi, Cody. How are you? Let's hear it.
Good. How are you?
I'm great tonight. Good to see you. So Cody is in 7th grade at Barker Road, and he was nominated by the Red Team, Miss Murray, Miss Fay, Miss Phillips, Miss DePaulo, Miss Lapis, and Miss Magan. Cody Judd exemplifies model citizenship in many ways. Academically, Cody consistently demonstrates his best effort in all tasks and applies the feedback that he receives from teachers to improve his work. During classes, Cody is an active participant that contributes to class discussions and listens to the contributions of his peers. Cody has also been able to balance his commitment to schoolwork while participating in 2 swim teams outside of school. He participates in modified swim as well as a team through the YMCA. Most importantly, Cody demonstrates model citizenship through the respect and kindness that he displays with all his peers and adults. Cody is kind to everyone. He arrives to school each day with a positive attitude and a desire to learn. He displays a sincere interest in the well-being of his classmates and is non-judgmental and supportive when other students are having a difficult day. Cody truly displays Pittsford pride through his hard work, respect, kindness, and empathy. He would be an excellent candidate for the Student Citizenship Award. Congratulations, Cody. And the third recipient that I'll be reading about tonight is Ian Pennington. Ian, where are you this evening? You out there?
Hi.
Hey, Ian, how are you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Ian is a third grader at Allen Creek Elementary School, and he was nominated by Sarah Deem. It is my pleasure to nominate Ian Pennington for the Pittsford Pride Award. Ian is a perfect candidate for the Pittsford Pride as he exemplifies many character traits necessary of such a prestigious award. Ian understands the pride and responsibility that comes with being a third grade student at Allen Creek. He exemplifies doing your best work and being your best self. He also consistently demonstrates our school character traits of being accepting, cooperative, empathetic, and supportive. I believe that's ACEs. He is a compassionate individual who has demonstrated these qualities consistently throughout his student career at Allen Creek Elementary School. Ian is a role model for his peers and leads by example. He consistently maintains a positive demeanor, all while helping those around him. Students in his class look up to him. They admire his understanding of those around him, his willingness to go above and beyond what is expected of him, and his ability to handle whatever is thrown his way. Not only is Ian highly respected by his peers and staff at Allen Creek Elementary School, they know that he is a positive role model many can look up to. Ian continues to hold himself to a high standards and completes all of his work at an incredibly high level of excellence. His focus and determination elevates all other students around him. Not only does his high quality of work get the attention of his peers, they try to match his level of consistency in the classroom. Ian raises everyone's effort through his focused questions as well as his ability to make connections with his academics. Other students especially take notice when they are given the option to choose their partners, as many gravitate to Ian, wanting the opportunity to work with him. Students also seek his advice on their work, as he is more than happy to assist his classmates. I often hear him complimenting his peers' work and encouraging them. He is able to give great feedback and suggestions that are well received by his peers. Ian asks thought-provoking questions during whole group interactions and instruction, works cooperatively in groups, and goes out of his way to make each day better for those around him. Ian works to understand, recognize, and celebrate each person's unique differences, and he helps and encourages others to do the same. When I think of Ian, I think of a student who shows maturity well beyond his 9 years. Ian is deserving of the Pittsford Pride Award and consistently demonstrates the values we work so hard to cultivate in Pittsford. Congratulations, Ian. Great job. Now we welcome Mr. Pirro back up.
So Mr. Aresti might get mad at me for sharing this, so I apologize in advance, Mr. Aresti. Mr. Aresti had back surgery, and he came in tonight for our board meeting so he can read all of his Pittsford Pride recipients, because it's that important to him and our board. So thank you for being here, Mr. Aresti. So I have the final three, and I get to start with John Rodriguez. Where are you, John? Are you out there? Is there another screen? Hey, John, can you hear me?
Hi.
There he is, John, my man. John, it's so good to see you. How you doing?
Hi.
Anything you want to say to the world?
Hi, everyone.
So I have to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Howe and Mr. Puma, because they saved me another letter that I would have to write, because if they didn't nominate you, I would have. So here we go, John. It is with great pleasure that we nominate John Rodriguez for the Pittsford Pride Award. John's positive impact on Sutherland High School's culture is immeasurable, and we are very proud to call him a Sutherland Knight. John's personal style exudes kindness and generosity at all times, and he has had the unique ability to light up a room with his warm smile. There is no doubt that these qualities led to his hiring as a patient care technician at Rochester General Hospital. Impressively, John has maintained this position since the summer before his junior year, working throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, which is amazing, John. John displays his passion for topics such as equal rights and social justice through his school and community involvements. He has been an active member of the Diversity Club since he started high school. Through this organization, he has helped plan events like Hispanic Heritage Month to help raise awareness within our school community. Last fall, John and a group of Pittsford students planned and hosted a county-wide Rock to Change student event, which brought together students from varying backgrounds to work together in hopes to address race relations in the Rochester area. This work continues this year, and John is one of the go-to members of the group. John is a strong leader with the Sutherland School community. He brings a positive attitude and natural leadership to his many activities. He is a role model in all that he does, making him an easy selection as a link leader. Through this organization, upperclassmen mentor freshman students as they make the transition to the high school setting. John quickly eases the worries of this group as he explains and reassures all the positive aspects found within high school life. John's leadership skills, combined with his desire for continuous improvement, is an inspiration for everyone, adults and students throughout the community. Congratulations, John. John, if I can also just add really quick that I have the utmost respect for you, just on a side note, and I think you're a tremendous leader for the district, and I think you're exactly the type of person that's going to make this world a better place. You've certainly done it for Pittsford, and know that I'm with you 100% of the way with whatever you need. Thanks, John. And next, I get to see the very, very patient kindergartner, Joseph Russell. Where are you, Joseph? So I think first a quick message to the parents. It seems like yesterday I was sitting on the couch with my kindergartner, who is now a senior. One of the big differences, he was never recognized for a Pride Award. But how fast times go by, and to just enjoy every moment. And I also find it interesting how both your son is starting his year in a real weird environment, as my son leaves his school in a really weird environment. And anyways, just a little anecdotal comment there. It's my own therapy. I go through therapy out loud every once in a while now. So, Joseph, you've been nominated by Mrs. Wilson. Can you see Mrs. Wilson on the screen?
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Wilson, can you give a wave? Oh, look at Mrs. Wilson. And here we go. Joseph, you are a remarkable kindergarten student! Exclamation point. Joseph is a remote student this year in kindergarten. The beginning of kindergarten can be challenging for many students, and doing it remotely is even more challenging. Joseph has been showing off his very best since day one. He starts and ends each class session with a smile. Joseph is a kind and so considerate of his classmates. He is always listening with his eyes and his ears. He contributes readily to our daily class discussions and lessons. As many of you know, this can be very challenging through Zoom, but Joseph is always attentive and ready to participate. Joseph works hard every day, both during synchronous and asynchronous instruction. So I never knew those words when I was in kindergarten, just for the record. He submits all of his assignments daily and attends all scheduled Zoom sessions. The work he submits is always done well and with care. It is apparent that he puts his very best effort into his work. I am most impressed with Joseph's ability to attend and engage in our class meetings each and every day. He is enthusiastic about learning, and it is contagious. Joseph is a role model for his classmates. He truly deserves to be recognized. He stands out among his peers. Joseph represents how kindness, compassion, and the eagerness to learn can make a difference in the lives of others. He definitely has made a difference in my life during this challenging school year. I know that I can count on him to be ready to learn and to be an active participant each time we meet as a class. I feel very fortunate to have Joseph as part of my class. I am extremely proud of him and his positive attitudes towards learning. From Mrs. Wilson. Congratulations.
Thank you. I really like my teacher, Mrs. Wilson.
That's awesome, Joseph. Mrs. Wilson, do you want to say anything to Joseph?
I'm so pleased that he's being recognized. He deserves every minute of it. He is just a rock star in the classroom, our Zoom classroom every day, and just he's made a huge difference in my year. So I'm very appreciative, and he's so deserving.
Thank you. Nice job. Good job, Joseph. And our most patient nominee goes to our third grader, Daniel Shee. And I didn't even mean to rhyme that. So here we go. Daniel Shee, you were recommended or acknowledged by Mrs. Stewart, who is our instructional challenge teacher and pod teacher. And here's what she had to say. I have the opportunity to work with Daniel for the past 3 years, and he is truly an unsung hero. Daniel is quiet, unassuming, and humble, and he always does the right thing without looking for any special accolades. He has been a gift to our school. The everyday moments with Daniel are nothing short of remarkable. He is the student who always stands up to run an errand, pick up the laptop cart, or help to explain something to another student. And Daniel, I'm going to read these next 2 sentences, and I have to tell you, these 2 mean the most to me in the whole world. Okay? So listen to these. If in a conflict situation, Daniel will listen to the perspective of others, and he will always take the high road. This comes naturally to him, and his kindness is never forced. I love those 2 sentences, Daniel. It's really important. He is innately tuned into the feelings of others, and he consistently shows empathy to classmates and to adults alike. Daniel is a student who takes pride in everything he does. He is a role model for others and always strives to do his best. When faced with big projects, he plans and uses his time carefully, taking the time to revise and make improvements to his work. He is a voracious reader and puts tremendous effort into his responses. As a result, his contributions are insightful and thought-provoking, furthering the thinking of those around him. Whether it's sports or academics, what is important to Daniel is that he keeps growing in every one of his endeavors. The daily effort he gives is reflective of his values, and he serves as an inspiration to others. The Mendon Center community has also benefited from Daniel's leadership skills. In the classroom, he initiates dialogue with others and helps to facilitate meaningful discussions with his classmates. He possesses skills well beyond his years and knows how to respectfully disagree with someone or pose a unique point of view while still allowing others to feel heard. Daniel's actions have promoted inclusivity in our classroom, and he has helped others to feel confident taking risks with their learning. Daniel is an exceptional student, but moreover an amazing human being. Daniel is the kind of person who makes you better for knowing him. Congratulations, Daniel. You have many reasons to be proud. Great job, Daniel. Daniel, do you have anything to say? I think you're on mute.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, Mrs. Stewart.
Miss Moon. Thank you.
Thank you, teachers.
Mrs. Stewart, anything you'd like to share?
Just, it's been a joy to get to know Daniel and his family so well. He's just an amazing kid, well deserving of this. Good job, Daniel.
Proud of you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would close with this, I think, is that one's character often is shown during real difficult times. And this has been a real tough year for a lot of us. And for you to receive this recognition this year really is reflective of your character that is so important. And I want to thank your parents and your guardians and your family and everyone that's had an impact on you, because we need more people like you, not only in the Pittsford schools, but everywhere across the globe. You truly are amazing students. You're amazing citizens. And know that everyone in Pittsford really appreciates and loves you. So parents, guardians, family, give them a big hug tonight, and whatever else they want for the rest of their lives. So with that, if we can give all of our recipients a round of applause. Thanks again to all those who nominated. Have a great night, everyone.